Welcome back, everyone. Another episode of Coffee with the Commish. Scuffling a little bit to start the month of March, 7-11. But as I say every single day, win, lose, good results, bad results, I will be here being accountable, being transparent, sharing some information, sharing my process, and giving you guys a starting point for the day, showing you what I'm on. So as always, 3 plays that we like today. We'll dive right into it. 8-game slate in the NBA. First spot we're going to target is this Brooklyn-Houston game. We're going to run back a play that ended up not cashing for us 2 days ago. We're going to run back Cameron Johnson. We'll go to the points here, and we'll take a look over 17.5. You can go grab this over at DraftKings. You can also grab 18.5 over at FanDuel. Personally, I'm on a little bit of both in this spot. I think it's an incredible spot for Cameron Johnson. As we can see, the last couple of games, terribly inefficient from the field, 5 for 16, 3 for 13. But since he came over and has joined the Brooklyn Nets, he's second on the team in scoring, second on the team in field goal attempts in that span. I think tonight against a Houston Rockets defense that has been struggling mightily on that end of the floor, I think he has a good game tonight. We can go take a look. Since February 1st, Houston 30th in defensive efficiency in that span. If we go look at the opponent stats, you can see opponent field goal percentage, Houston 23rd in that span. Opponent three-point attempts, 29th in that span. Opponent three-point percentage, 29th in that span. So a guy like Cameron Johnson, who's had the volume but has just struggled with the efficiency, this is pretty much as golden of a matchup as you could want for him tonight. If we go to props.cash and we look at how forwards have been doing against the Houston Rockets, you can see a lot of green check marks here. This has been a position that Houston has really struggled to defend. Not that they've been particularly good against anyone, but forwards especially have had some success against them. So Cameron Johnson, over 17.5 points, over 18.5 points. Fine with either. The volume's been there. We just got to trust him to knock down some shots. Second spot we're going to take a look at his teammate. We're going to go to a play that has cashed for us a few times as of late. We're just going to run it back one more time. Mikal Bridges, over 4.5 boards. He's had incredible rebounding volume as of late. You can see 8 of his last 10 games, he's hit the over at this market number, including 7 of 9 since coming over from the Brooklyn Nets. It's not a slam dunk play, and the reason for that is because Bridges does have a tendency to just disappear from time to time on the boards. But you can see last game, 14 rebound chances. He's had 6 games with at least 9 rebound chances in these last 9. Just those 2 games against Milwaukee and the Knicks, 2 teams that are pretty good offensively, 2 teams that are pretty good on the glass. That's the risk factor here. But again, the rebounds have been there. He's proven that he can eclipse this market number, 8 out of 10 games. Been right up there with all of the team leaders for Brooklyn in rebound chances per game, which we can go take a look at here. We'll just take this back to February 11th when he joined the team through their last game. And you can see that Mikal Bridges, 3rd on the team in rebound chances per game, only behind Finney Smith and Nick Claxton in that span. So like it a lot, over 4.5 boards. Again, main risk factor, not the most favorable matchup in the world, and Bridges is just a little bit erratic from time to time. But when he's aggressive, he's rarely has any trouble covering this line. 8 boards, 10 boards the last 2 games. A couple more games with at least 8 rebounds in that span. So I think there's some margin for error today. I have him projected for about 6 rebounds in this spot. So go grab that and get the best line over at PointsBet. Third spot we're going to go target. We are going to be betting on a little bit of positive regression from another one of our favorites who was really, really good to us last month, Anthony Edwards, at home tonight. Go take a look on the season, over 2.5 3-point makes for him, 50% hit rate, nothing too inspiring. If you go look at home, only a little bit more inspiring, 18 of the last 34. But when we go and we look at this matchup a little bit more in depth, Philadelphia, they have a reputation as one of the best defensive teams in the league, but on the road, as of late, they have struggled mightily to defend the perimeter. We'll go take a look. Since February 1st on the road, Philadelphia's played 8 road games. They've been allowing a really healthy number of 3-point attempts, 16th in that span, meaning that Edwards should have good volume tonight. Go look at the 3-point percentage in that span. Philadelphia's 27th. Only teams that are worse than them, the Houston Rockets, the Sacramento Kings, and the Brooklyn Nets. We go look at Anthony Edwards' game logs. First off, we'll look at the splits, and you can see he's attempting a full 3-point attempt per game more at home this year, 7.8 compared to 6.7 on the road. When we go back and we look at his recent game logs, 2 for 8, 5 for 8, 2 for 5, 2 for 8, 3 for 7, had 10 3-point attempts in that last game before the break. If he has 8 3-point attempts in this game or more, very, very difficult for me to see him making less than 3 of them. So I like that spot as well. Minus 110 over at DraftKings, a few other places as well. So just to recap, today's plays for everyone: Cameron Johnson over 17.5 points or over 18.5 points, whichever one you want to go grab. I'm always a big fan of taking the lower number and the higher number, which I did again today. So I'm a little bit invested at both. Mikal Bridges over 4.5 boards over at PointsBet. Anthony Edwards over 2.5 3-pointers made. Hopefully we can right the ship. There's been some variance. There's been some volatility. Stick with the approach and got to trust that it's going to win long term. Also, happy World Baseball Classic Day. We are going to have a video for that later on. We'll have some written content as well, some cheat sheets and stuff like that over on. That's something. Go and check that out as well. Appreciate all the support. As always, like, share, subscribe if you find the content valuable, and I will see y'all later.